Welcome to the home of where the best stuff is the wet stuff, and the wet stuff is the best stuff. Welcome to Fishy Biz Aquatics. What's crack?
First of all, let's get this out the way. I'm the Biz, Fishy Biz Aquatics, and at Fishy Biz Aquatics on YouTube, you'll get an informative channel that's fun and amazing with one of the hottest live streams called The Hot Spot. You don't want to miss that on Mondays at 9. Plus, you can catch me at Aquashellas on panel, in person. Come chop it up with your boy, and always get greeted with the what's cracking, educating today's youth and the masses. Get at me, just to cool it channel.
Fishy Biz Aquatics, professional aquatics with the amateur touch. So amateurs, yep, get that professional look.
Y'all must have forgot.
This video contains super awesome content not suitable for people who don't enjoy super awesomeness. Viewer discretion.
Let's go!
What's cracking? We are here on a Monday, 9 p.m. Central Time, and it's about to go down. If anybody can do it, you know I can do it. It's your boy, the Biz, Fishy Biz Aquatics, and we are here. You already know what time it is, man. I don't even have to say too much, man. I told you I missed it last Monday. I had to come back with something. I came back with a banger. You already know. You know what I'm saying? So we out here. All right, we out here. So before we get the festivities started, I'm going to just see you all up in here. Sorry for the late notice, but things like this take a little time to get together. And you know I'm so last minute. But yeah, man, we in here right now. I got a guest backstage already. And we trying to get the festivities started. Let me go through my Fishy Biz chat, the FBA. Fishy Biz chat is in here. Los Angeles Cichlids is up in here. What's cracking? You already know what it is. Let me get my dolphin going for everybody. That's right. You already know Gar. You already know he up in here with that thing. One time. Hold on. Let's see. You get this real quick. Let's get him with one. Come on. Yeah.
Garcia Aquatics here.
Garcia Aquatics is here. All right. Let's see. We got RJ. RJ is up in here. I was with Friday night on Corey Dorable's channel up on Instagram, Corey Dorable Aquatics, and our host RJ, co-host. I guess they be both hosting. I was with them Friday. If you're looking for something to do, definitely check them out. They be doing some things Friday night, late too, so you could definitely get in there, man. It's a lot of fun. Shout out to them. Corey Dorable is here. Mexicali is here. What's cracking, Mexicali? Hashtag DWC. Geek Boy. What's cracking? Toski, long-time member up in this thing. What's going on, Toski? All right. Glassbox Hero. That's Danny Weshy. He's up in this thing. Bunny Viper is up in this thing. Nicknamed Poison Ivy. But don't let me tell you that. She could definitely tell you. Uh-oh.
With venom. I probably should have mentioned this earlier. I'm poison.
Right on. P. Hardy up in this thing. P. Hard, thank you for coming back through this thing. What's cracking? He definitely left a message on one of my videos, on one of my shorts, man. I really appreciate that. And I'm glad that he stepped in here. Lady R is up in here. Lady Roars, thank you for coming through. Everybody saying what's up. Everybody saying what's up. Everybody saying what's up. And I made it down. What's cracking, everybody, man? All right. Now we're gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it real. Man, this light is hold on a second. Hey. All right, that's better. All right, we're gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? JK Fish keeping what's cracking. Thanks for coming through. We're gonna keep it real light, okay? When all my guests come through, if my guests come through, I got one guest in the back. Man, what is up with the lighting, man? Is this light messing me up? Should I just turn off the background? Man, let me just turn off the background because I feel like if I'm shiny to me, like I can't see, I know y'all can't see. Hold on, let me get this thing right here over there. Maybe I just have to turn it off. Blur, none. Where's the light coming? That's a super bright light. Oh, what's that one? All right, we bike. All right. Am I back here? No, we go this way. All right, yeah, we bike, man. So yeah, man. So look at P Hard. Do what works for you. You would think, right? You would think. That's just a simple answer. It seems like a simple answer, but for some reason not in this hobby. All right, but look though. I know what you guys all came to see. So I'm gonna bring up my first guest. It's Caveman. Hey man,
you a ding dong fool, man.
Hey man, what you doing back there?
You a ding dong fool. Hold on, let me move this light. You Cave who? Dude. Cave. Hey.
Of course, Lady Roars always could be a guest star.
Say what?
Lady, I'm talking to Lady Roars.
So who we got coming up here?
Aquafunk.
Why you gotta give me the Dolphins doing the do?
That is one dolphin.
Well, he by himself? He doing the do on himself? Yo, let me ask y'all in the chat. Did y'all come up here because y'all saw the thumbnail? Or did you just your every Mondays? You know what? Let me ask you a question, Biz. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. These are my every Mondays for sure. Those are my A1 day ones.
Day ones? No, but how you doing? I know there's people in the chat wondering how you been.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I've been wondering because you don't answer my phone. You know what I mean?
For real? When did you even call me?
Man, me and Watts was talking about. We both tried to call you.
What? Watts ain't hit me up in a minute.
Yeah,
I ain't talked to Watts in a minute. I've been chilling, man. It's been I've been chilling.
Everybody worries about you when you know.
It's the end of the year. It's the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of stuff going on. I got a meeting with the superintendent on Friday.
Oh, you getting fired?
Huh?
You getting fired?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. They saw one of your live streams. So it was like, can't have this.
Nah, man. I'm gravy where I'm at. No. They want me to take a bunch of students for a week to Costa Rica or Venezuela or something like that.
Word, man, don't do it. Don't do it. First of all, I'm gonna tell you this. If the kids don't start some type of international conflict, there's so many horror stories. Hey, we're gonna take the kids, and they end up getting lost in the woods, and then you get hunted by wild boars that busted out of a lab.
Nah, it's $3,000 a piece for a kid, man. That means only the good kids are going. The ones who parents got money.
No, I'm saying, but when you get there, there's only nothing. But I seen movies where people, hey, we're gonna bring the kids on this trip to another country, and then something bad, like they unlock some demon.
Why are you jinxing my trip? I haven't even gone on yet.
Dude, they make movies about this on a regular basis, man.
You got to change what you're watching, man.
They're gonna be running around the woods. They're gonna be like, and look at the ancient da 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 da, and they believe this, that, and the other. And then some kids start messing around, touching stuff, and unlock something. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, it's just bad. Y'all running around the woods and stuff.
Hey man, I'm taking these kids to Costa Rica if the superintendent's
the teacher is always the first to go.
They ain't gonna get me, partner. I'm out.
They start pushing kids in the way.
Yeah, that's it, man. Look, let me tell you a little story of how I protect myself. So check this out.
Push kids in the way.
My first day working in the city schools down in St. Louis City, the bell was wonky. It was like womp womp womp. Like, man, I took off. The students was like, "Hey, Mr. Clark, that's just the bell to change classes. Where you going?" I was like, "Ain't nobody in here deaf. Everybody heard that. I'm out of here, man. I ain't know what it was. I thought it was emergency."
You ain't even get the kids out first?
Nah, hell no. Are you crazy? Them kids, them high school kids, they heard that bell just like I did. Ain't nobody, wasn't none afflicted, no handicaps, no crutches, no wheelchairs.
But you're supposed to like line them up and take them outside in the yard and
along. Who got time for that when it's about to go down? I'm out of here.
That's the plan. You the whole plan. Right there. That's the foundation.
We got a rally point. If I don't see you there, I gotta tell the authorities, hey, one of them missing. I don't know where he at.
So fire drills don't mean nothing to you.
Man, that's how you do it in fire drill. You out of there.
Everybody just run for themselves.
It wasn't a fire drill. I don't know what it was. No one told me what it was.
Pushing kids out the way, dropping bones. Get out! Move!
Hey, I was out of there. I tell them ahead of time. Listen, if a bell or something go off, I'm out of here, man. I got my own kids. Look, check this out. Here go another situation. I'm definitely afraid of rodents. I hate mice.
I can't stand a rodent. Yo, watch. You want to hear a grown man run like a girl and scream? Show me a rat.
So here's better. So my assistant teacher wanted to play a trick on me. I went to go get some copies, and she knows that I hate rats. So she told the students, she said, "Let's play a trick on them and pretend it's a mouse in the back of the room, and I'm gonna pretend to come get it with my hands." And I'm going to just bring it up to him. And so this is what she's telling the kids. So I come in, and they was like, "Mr. Clark, man, there's something in the back of the room." I was like, "What?" So I'm looking, and she's like, "Why don't you just come back here? Because I need you to tell me what it is." I was like, "Well, what is it?" So I can think it's a mouse. Man, I instantly kind of put my feet on the I was like, "Man," so like they was like, "No, that's not what it is." They was like, "No, Mr. Clark, you got it." So I get halfway to the back, and she comes out with something that had look like a rat tail and just kind of get ready to put in my face. Look, I pushed over like two kids, one that was in a wheelchair, and then one.
I was kidding. I was joking.
Hey, I was out of there.
Just rolled them down the steps.
Hey,
move!
Out of there. Look out. Remember in Seinfeld where George Costanza moved the old ladies and the children out of the way for the fire?
Yo.
Fire! It's like you pushed an old lady and children.
But you good though, right?
Yeah, man.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah,
I'm not good. I had operation. I had surgery. I got.
You already did?
Yeah, they went in there and did their thing. They went in and put cameras in places that cameras ought not be put. To get to your kidney. I had to get to my kidney.
Big old bowl of Jello.
Huh?
What they find inside you? A big old bowl of Jello.
A kidney stone, the size of a grape.
They
ain't go through the back. No. They had a camera and tools up in there. And I'm like, they knocked me out. Yo, even while I was knocked out, he had to restrain me because apparently, even when I'm knocked out, I don't like people putting stuff up in there, and I was trying to fight it.
Dang, even under anesthesia?
They said they had to strap me down.
Oh, that's real.
But you know what? Here's a funny thing. I'm a very respectful person. You know what I mean? I go to the hospital. I'm already nervous that I'm there, but I'm pleasant. But every time they put me under, like when I got my appendix removed, apparently I turned into a very belligerent person when I'm under anesthesia, when I'm under drugs.
Man.
Because they had said that when I got my appendix removed, my ex-mother-in-law said she had to apologize to everybody on the floor because apparently I threatened and cussed out everybody. I guess there's something about me that when you take that barrier down, I'm just an asshole. I mean, I guess, I don't know.
It makes sense. I mean, you're like a regular asshole anyway, so under anesthesia, you no holds barred.
Yeah, they said I was saying things to the nurses and stuff that was like, oh my God, like, that she had to apologize to the whole floor.
Stella D says kidney stones are worse than being in labor, and she has a kid.
Well, the thing is that it was too big to pass, so they had to go up in there with a camera and stuff and break it up and pull it out. So, yeah. I felt the pain when I came out of that. I felt, So I gotta go back. I got a stent. They gotta take it out tomorrow.
Man, so look. Oh damn! You gotta go back and get a stent taken out
tomorrow with no anesthesia.
Is it in your? Is it in your?
That's where they going. That's where, and I'm gonna be like, yo, if I don't know, I might have some involuntary motions. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better knock me out for this.
Okay, so full disclosure, I actually do have to get next Wednesday. I do have to go under. I don't know what all is included with this, but apparently I've had like a hernia for like 2 years. So now that I got a real doctor, she was like, yeah, you need to get that taken care of. So I don't know if that's an in or out thing because I made an appointment, but I don't know anybody out there that's had a hernia done or whatever. I don't know what is it called. Is it getting rid of anybody ever got to get rid of your hernia or whatever it is? Let me know if they said it's an outpatient, real simple, something, but they told me that when I got the vasectomy too. So I'm not sure.
Yeah. From what she's saying, Stella D, I guess that's part of it too. I don't know. All I know is I feel like every time
they had to break mine up.
Yeah, they break it up and let it pass naturally. But I know I got a stent, and I feel a jabbing, like a poker pain in my kidney.
MC said they had to have one. He had to have one blasted out.
They got like an ultrasound thing where it's like a laser, like ultrasound. And they put it on there, and it just and it kind of busts it up. But the problem with mine is they couldn't be sure that they was gonna bust it up in small enough pieces. So they felt they needed to go in there with like tools and break it. You know what I mean?
Damn, man, that sounds terrible, man. Yeah, I had to get put on blood pressure meds when I got my ACL repaired for the final time on the other leg. Because it was too high for me to come out of anesthesia. So they were like, yo, we're going to put you on blood pressure. But it's like a low grade blood pressure. I've been on it ever since. So that's why now I'm really working out and stuff like that. But this hernia really stops you from like lifting weight and doing sit-ups. I didn't know that it really wouldn't hurt me until I started trying to get my body together. Now all of a sudden
So apparently that's a problem with a lot of men because they don't say nothing. They walk it off.
That's what I was doing. I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah.
But I have had so many things to take care of to not even think about it. Like, with my parents and work.
Hold up, real fast. George, next time I see you, I'm going to put it on your forehead. But go ahead.
Who?
I'm Mexicali trying to be funny.
Oh, hey.
Put it right on your forehead.
They repair a hernia. Okay, hernia not mine is out.
So, listen, man. What's
I don't
the
know if
deal?
it's
What's the huh?
No, I'm just going through. All right, go ahead. What's up?
So I gotta admit the subject matter of your live stream today. I gotta admit, I've actually been thinking about this particular subject matter for about 2 weeks. But I could not bring myself to make a video about it because how strongly I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to come off on my videos as nasty. You know what I mean? So I haven't made a video about it. Now there's a difference between talking about it on live stream and doing a video. In that, you know, video is part of my catalog. You know what I'm saying? It's my professional catalog. Live streams is live stream. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I feel a little bit more freer to talk about stuff on a live stream opposed to doing it in my professional catalog of work. So that's how come I've never did a diss video. Even my rant videos are fun rant videos. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've never done a rant video. I've never done a diss video. I've never done anything that would seem shady on any of my videos. And I felt like if I was to make a video about this subject, that it would come off as very hostile or what's the word I'm looking for? It would definitely be emotionally charged.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I
on this subject particular, because this is becoming supercharged like over the last
this subject particular. Like I said, for the last 2 weeks, it's kind of been a deal for me. And I don't want to come. I didn't want to come off in a video that, you know, if someone's visiting my channel for the first time, I don't want that to be in their head. Oh, this is what type of, you know what I'm saying? This is what type of dude he is. And because it's hard, you know, especially when you're like really passionate about something, not to come off or say things out of pocket. So I've actually stood away from it.
So me not really caring about this subject either way or the other reason being is because it just depends. It's too many variables for it to just be an all right yay or nay on this. Like, and so I went to the experts, which are I guess if you want to call everybody an expert that's on YouTube, but so I watched KG Tropical's John video. I watched
which is an excellent video, by the way. John's video was I even hit him up and I was like, oh man, like I've been trying to do that, but I couldn't figure out how to put my words as eloquently as he did. You know what I mean?
No one really can, and I like the way that he does the stuff. He's definitely he gives props to both sides, but he still gets his point across some kind of way.
Can we all right? So the gorilla in the room is the all natural aquarium, heavily planted aquarium, the do no water changes, the no filtration, that type of thing. That's in a nutshell, that's what we're talking about. You know, the all natural thing versus traditional aquarium keeping, right? That's basically what we're talking about, right?
Okay.
I mean, that's what's starting this whole thing, right? Don't do water changes. Don't use filtration. If you don't have plants in your tank, you're doing it wrong. I mean, that's basically what the deal is.
Well, let me set the stage for those who have been under a rock and not paying attention to your YouTube subscriptions. It is. I'm not sure how it started, but apparently Father Fish has a thumbnail, and you guys saw it on my thumbnail, where he says changing your water is what is it exactly? It's stop changing
changing water.
Stop changing your water. And you watch the vid and you see how everything goes down. Then LR Brett's had something that it was on in agreement with that. And then John changes his water and has to. So he had something saying. And Caveman, all he does is talk about 80% water changes.
Yeah.
And so he had chimed in. But for it to get to the point to where people are in their comment section just going ballistic, I think it's just.
Well, okay, so here's
and before you start, I'm trying to figure out how passionate can you be on if your fish are alive every day doing whatever it is that you're doing. You have a right to say what you're doing is right.
True. And I think so first of all, LR Brett's, I don't really watch LR Brett's that much, and what I have watched, he says he dropped some jewels as far as the way he keeps fish keeping. I know Lou personally. I have his phone number. I've called him on plant matters in the past, and I hopefully, he doesn't get mad at me for whatever I say here, but I hope that he understands where I'm coming from. I love Lou. I think he's one of the coolest cats. Caveman, I respect that dude. I love what he's doing, and I'm glad for all his success. And as far as KG Tropical goes, I've said it before and I said it again. I think he's the biggest fish tuber that still has his finger on the pulse of the everyday fish keeper.
Who's that?
KG.
Yeah.
I think as far as the bigger fish tubers are concerned, I think he's really in line with the average fish keeper. You know what I'm saying?
Let me go in also, because LR Bretts is the very first YouTuber I met. Came to St. Louis to a Missouri Aquarium swap with Oddball Aquatics.
Yeah.
And so I met him, saw his thing, and talked to him. Very cool cat. Very first YouTuber I met. Then of course John. And then Caveman later on, and I met Father Fish and Caveman, I believe, at the same Aquashella. Didn't talk
over here in Florida, right?
Yeah, didn't talk to Father Fish much. Just I think, said, hey, but yeah,
I think the problem lies in that
water or not.
People who do planted tanks are very passionate, and when they start talking about fish keeping, because the same people who do planted tanks are the same people that keep bettas and small nano fish and shrimp, and those type of people are very, very passionate very opinionated, and it comes off as if you're not doing it like me, you're doing it wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's how it comes off. So I've always had, we all have our own gifts. My gift is I've always been very good at putting myself in other people's shoes. And me sitting back and looking at these videos and looking at these thumbnails and listening to what they've said, if I was starting out in the hobby, maybe I got a year or two in, you know what I'm saying? And I'm listening, so I'm wrong? Everything I've done is wrong?
So you
I can't, I'm not a plant person. So does that mean I'm not supposed to keep aquariums because I don't want plants?
Facts.
So I'm, it's null and void for me. Like,
or you could be like me when I first got in. Oh, they're talking about plants in tanks. I don't keep those type of tanks. So move on to the next person. Like, it doesn't pertain to me. You know what I'm saying? Until I kind of got a little more understanding. Okay, I get it. But is it enough for me to put in the comment? And I think the way that John put it was great when he says, I want to put this out here, not for the debate, not for the back and forth, not for the conversation, because I believe that whatever they're saying is correct. It works for them, so it has to be correct. This works for me, so it has to be. But it's for those people that are putting crazy stuff in comments after looking at just the thumbnail.
Well,
or just listening to that portion of the video. Now you're going all the way in on that side. Like,
I don't know if you watch Father Fish's videos though. Do you?
I've seen a couple. I haven't watched a lot.
He has a very
I've seen his live streams more than I've seen his vids.
all right. So look, Father Fish has been doing fish for a very long time.
For sure.
And he's very confident and passionate in what he does, and rightfully so. But I have seen Lou where if you did not know Lou, and I think a lot of these people who are writing this stuff, in Lou's comment section, or I think the people who are writing it don't really know his person. They haven't watched enough videos. Lou has this little laugh, right? And it's like, ha! Right? He'll say something that a comment somebody else has made, and he'll go, ha! Right? And if you don't know it, to him, it's because it's making him laugh. But if you didn't know better, it would seem like he's laughing at the person making it, like, ha, to you, you're stupid. I could see where somebody could get that mixed up. You know what I'm saying? Aquafunk, how, oh man.
Just asking, fist bump with that's vibes.
Oh, what's up, Vibes?
Right on, Vibes.
Thank you for the super.
Right on, Vibes.
So I would imagine that the people who are writing this stuff in Lou's comment section don't really know him. You know what I mean? Because I can tell you this. I could call up Lou with anything.
It's more so Lou's people going against KG and Caveman. Caveman
that's because they are also very, very passionate. And if they feel like somebody is attacking Lou, they're going out.
And they probably Lou's been doing it forever. So they probably been down with him forever.
Well, Lou just started doing YouTube videos a little bit after us. Mm-hmm. He started a little bit after us. But if you didn't watch the entire KG Tropical video, then you would assume, oh, he's talking crap about, Lou and the way Lou does things. But he was very adamant and said, hey, it's true. Everything he said is true. But, that's not the only way to do it. If you're doing it like this is another way. And I think because they already go into this video emotionally charged, they don't hear none of that. They don't hear none of that.
For sure. Yeah.
What's she say?
Personally, Lady Roars, I think there are so many more pertinent things that we could be discussing to improve the hobby, improving the lives of our fish than to squabble each other about petty things. And I believe you're right. I mean, to me, I think the same way. But for it to get to this point to where we're still talking about it, like it boggles my mind. I just wanted to jump in here just to get a consensus of my chat and my people that rock with me, what you guys have to say, because I've watched other people's chat, and of course KG Tropical's people are going to champion him. Father Fish people going to champion him. LR, you know what I'm saying? I just like to see where it goes.
This is where I have the emotional issue hearing this. I've always been from day one the beginner and the average fish keeper, huh?
Earl Work says, yeah, it's more pertinent things, but what drives views and subscribers more than controversy?
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm sure it's got like 10,000 in this last month.
I've always been proud of the fact that, like the average fish keeper or the new fish keeper trust me. You know what I mean? And that's because I come from a place of experience. I'm not talking about stuff I don't know. I'm not talking about stuff outside of. I think a lot of fish tubers have a bad habit of forgetting who they're talking to. If you're talking to a brand new fish keeper, you got to keep in mind, oh, just get yourself some of these LED that cost $300. That's average. Nah. That's not. So the average fish keeper looking at those videos saying that the only way to keep a fish tank, and this is how it comes off. I'm not saying this is what he's saying. I know better because I know the man. But it comes off as the only way you can keep a fish is if you have this much dirt and if it's packed with plants and it does not have a filter and you don't do water changes and you don't feed them but once a week. If you do it any other way, then you're wrong. So the average fish keeper, if they tried to do that, they would just be like, oh, I know this. I know. First of all, I don't have money to be putting on. When I had the idea to get an aquarium, I wanted fish. You're talking about putting less fish and more plants. It's not quite what I wanted. So I could see where people, like maybe John, felt like he had to do an alternative video. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Lumpy, look at these two experts. Nobody would ever. God dang, I need my glasses, man.
Would ever suspect they were twins separated at birth. But look, Lady Roar says to me, these controversial topics, in air quotes, are actually pretty superficial and do not go into the nitty gritty of real controversial topics.
Yeah, everybody kind of stays away. Like, look, Lady R, I've been doing live streams for like 4 years now, on and off. You know what I mean? Backstage, some of the things that are said backstage would not be able to be consumed by the average person on you because everybody would be so disappointed in every one of us.
Yeah. Yeah, people will lash out at you when you make a suggestion that works best for you, like keeping angels in a 20-gallon.
Yeah, but you act like that's the only way it goes. And that's the problem, man. That's the problem right there. Every time Biz says, let's do it, you need to put plants in there. You need to put plants in. Listen, that's the problem. YouTubers need to stop telling people that there's only one way to skin a cat. Stop telling people how they can't do stuff. Why don't you tell them the possibilities? And that's the problem with this whole thing. Like, you got people coming off as, well, they said if I do it any other way than this, it's wrong. There's 100 ways to do different things, man. You know what I mean? You got to put yourself in the fish keepers, in that new fish keeper shoes. What are they working with? Maybe they don't have the money to get those lights. But does that mean that they don't deserve to have a fish tank because they don't have the money for $300 light? Or maybe they don't want to do, CO2. Or maybe they're not into plants. Maybe they're into fish that tear up plants. Does that mean they shouldn't have a fish tank because the fish that they like don't like plants? You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah. the strong opinions of some of the people is what I think is bothering a lot of other people. You know what I mean? And Danny, that's what I have a problem with you. You always like, you gotta do it like this. No, man, stop telling people what they can't do. Start telling them how they can get to where they want to be. You know what I mean? Options. Give them options.
And see, and then what happens is we get new people in the hobby who are super confused all of a sudden. And like, even with Garcia saying, sorry to say I don't do water changes, but even the first part, sorry to say, like, you shouldn't have to be sorry to say. All your fishes are doing fine, like he says right here in the next. Like, it's not a I need to apologize for keeping the fish the way I keep fish. Like, if my fish are doing fine and your fish are doing fine, then clearly we're doing something right on both ends. It shouldn't have to be a one way, this way, that way.
Exactly.
Like, straight up.
Exactly.
Like
personally, my I tried the whole planet tank thing. It was cool. I would do it again. You know what I mean? But it limited me a lot. I put a hopalo catfish in there. So if I like hopalo catfishes or catfish that will go after worms, I can't keep. Shouldn't have an aquarium. You know what I mean? Like, it was cool, but it's not for everybody. It's not. So just because I don't like plants as much as the other guy, I don't know. I guess that's where it comes down to. I mean, KG said a couple times on there, like, you can't have a 100% planet tank with Africans. And I know someone's going to say, well, I've seen an African tank with plants in it. Yeah, you probably seen them with, like, what are those, the rhizome plants?
Anubias.
Not Anubias, the Java ferns and stuff like Java moss and stuff like that. Yeah. But I mean, I really wouldn't put him with a fully planted tank. You know.
My actual goal is to kill as many fish as possible by providing bad advice on the internet. Replace your prime with a gallon of ammonia and it'll instantly cycle your tank, I promise. Where your plan that says, how you going to tell someone something that you don't know? Just saying. Yeah, man. Yeah. So I'm quick to say, hey, I don't know. Go ask. Like, if it's an angel question, I'll ask somebody that's done angels. Somebody go ask aqua. Yeah. I've bred African cichlids for the longest, and somebody on here said they've been doing this for 40 years. Okay, I'm just 42, so clearly you've been doing this longer than me for whatever you've done. But I have put about 20 years in of my own time. So you know, you can still do things and not know what other people are doing, and still have a successful fish keeping hobby and tanks and fish life. I went from just an African cichlid tank to now a community tank that I have put some plants in, but I have to have low level plants because I'm not into the CO2, or I don't know really how to keep them that well. I don't trim them at all.
Putting fertilizers in there.
Yeah, they melt all the time. I didn't even know what that was. I was like, ain't no plants melted. Like, it's a whole deal. But I wouldn't tell anybody to just do that. I'll tell them to do what I did. If you want to do what I did, I just threw them in. I would tell somebody on my video, I just threw them in.
And whatever happens, happens. And I ain't, you know what I mean? Like,
if you want to do it that way, if not, go find somebody who takes the tweezers, and I'm not buying all that shit. Get it.
Lumpy Dog is funny, but I mean, Lumpy Dog, he's joking, but betta fish keepers are some of the most. They're very grr on a lot of stuff. Betta fish keepers, God bless them. I'm glad they're passionate about their fish, but sometimes it's like you're doing it wrong, and you should never keep betta. Like, shut up, just shut up. You know what I mean? Like, you just want to be like, just people. Look, to be honest with you, and this is the part that's I've always thought was funny about people who always want to tell people the best way to keep a fish in the aquarium. The best way to keep a fish is let the damn thing go where it came from in the first place. You know what I mean? You put it in a box this big, it used to live in a lake or a river. You know what I mean? So let's not forget the fact that we're taking them out of the environment to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm the guy that says you can't keep an Oscar in a 10-gallon. Dude, I don't know what type of guy you are, man. You
about a 15-gallon.
You whatever. But anyway, so what was people saying on Caveman's thing? What do they got a problem with him for? I think there's a lot of hatred going towards Caveman because they're mad at that.
Well, the first 10 minutes, he mentioned his father fish name like 3 times.
Okay.
So, of course,
so it was warranted.
Huh?
It was kind of like he brought it on himself type deal.
It was a members only chat. He made it live for the public. Because his members were saying, you need to make your chat live. You were saying some important points in there. Woo woo. So like you can tell he gets real passionate and heated in like several different, but they started attacking like his character, way that he keeps fish. Then they started going off on a tangent about, you know, him promoting himself on his own channel, which I think is the weirdest thing ever.
That where are you supposed to do it at?
Weird, man.
Where are you supposed to promote yourself at? Somebody else's channel?
They mad at John about the same thing. He's not supposed to promote his plants in his videos that you can purchase at his store. He has a store, but instead you go and send people Amazon links, and they are already worth $1 billion. Like what's up with that? Like, what's the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for that to just weave into these different lanes, man, like, if you just stay focused, it could be very simple. You do one or you don't do one. I've got 3 that I never do one in, and then 4 that I usually do one in. I try not to do none in none of them. I'm lazy as hell. I get what people say.
on what people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
I get what people are saying with the whole. Okay, so I whatever. We're over here being real. I have a problem watching African cichlids are very.
keep going, Funk. You're just gonna get. I love my chat. I love them.
So I do have a problem watching YouTubers that their live streams feel like infomercials. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes it's like, oh, we're talking about this, but you're just trying to push this product on me when really I'm coming here for the love of the hobby. But so I get what they're saying, but that's their channel and that's how they make a living. So you could be personally like, I don't want to watch this. I'm gonna move on to somebody else. I'm gonna unsub. But you can't be mad that they're doing their job. They're the boss of their job. Someone told me that the biggest advertiser, the biggest
Danikin.
What's that?
Oh, I was just saying, what's up, Danikin? The biggest. Go ahead.
The biggest advertiser for your channel is gonna be you, straight up. Period. You know what I mean?
If you
ain't
don't
nobody gonna
pay for yourself, who gonna?
Yeah, if you can't push yourself, why do you expect anybody to push for you?
Yeah.
You know, so
and if you can't push yourself, why would you have anybody following you?
Yeah, why would you? You know, you don't even have. So I'm like, I get what they. I just don't watch channels that I feel like the whole theme of the channel was pushing a product. I get that. Don't watch. You know what I'm saying? Caveman, personally, I watched him grow, and I had what's the word I'm looking for? A healthy hatred of Caveman. You know what I mean? A healthy hate. Like, damn, that was a good video. I should have thought of that. Man, F him. You know what I mean? Like, it was all like, oh, he did a good job, and I wish it was me. You know what I'm saying? And I think some people can't handle that. They can't handle that part of them that can say, oh, I'm angry at myself. You know, they can't do that. So they go, I'm angry at that person. You know what I mean?
Right.
Funk for, I don't know what that is.
Funk for governor in Florida 2026.
Yeah. That's
who you got to beat out down there? Schwarzenegger? No, that's California.
Ron DeSantis. So I think that's one of the biggest problems with Caveman is most people they can't point the finger at the person that really has the issue, and that's you. You know what I mean? I knew Caveman was going to be big. I knew people were going to hate on him, and I one of the things I like about Caveman is he doesn't come off as an expert on everything. You were saying one time that people was like, oh, that he only has X amount of tanks. Why do you have to have 30 tanks to be considered a serious fish keeper? Why you have to be a hoarder? You know what I'm saying? I just don't know.
I don't know if it's hoarding it could probably get to that level.
There's a lot of people there's a lot of YouTubers that are straight up hoarders.
Okay, but then it comes down to just like me. I had an African cichlid tank, and that's all I thought was beautiful. That's all I thought was great. You got into angels. I didn't even know real men kept angels. So I was like, what's an angelfish like? So I just thought it was like a little dainty fish. You're like, dude, it's a whole cichlid. I was like, oh, word? Now I've got angels. Now I've got guppies. Now I've got, you know what I'm saying? So those require different tanks. Yeah. But you tell yourself you're not going to go any further. You know, that's the MTS. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to hoard, but it can get out of hand. Like I understand what you're talking about as far as a hoarder would do.
Yeah.
when you got different species and different things that you like about different animals, and you want to have them personally, so you could see the stuff like that, then I think it requires a whole different type of tank thing. But it can get out of hand, and I understand the hoarding part of that. Like, yo, you gotta relax.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of hoarding going on, and nobody ever says, "Hey, man, you're not taking care of all your tanks properly, so you might want to cut that in half." Nobody ever says that. Nobody even, but they'll talk crap about somebody, be like, "You only got 2 fish tanks, boo." You know what I mean? It's like, but that's what he feels comfortable with. You know what I mean? And that's what he feels comfortable with, and they're 2 big ones. So, hey. You can't
hate on somebody that has flooded his YouTube with the subscribers that he has and everything, talking about one genre of fish, like one species. That's it. Everybody else is, hey, I'm pitching this, I'm pitching that, guppies, betas, all live bearers, all egg layers, all this, all that. Just 1, 2. I got 82 tanks.
Garcia, I think that's a good move, Garcia.
He's found the niche.
I think that's a good move, brother. Yo, those suck.
Hey, it's a fact, sickless savvy.
Bro, we got cell phones that can talk to other people, other parts. We can't figure out how to make a suction cup stay longer than 6 months. Like,
bro, 6 months, man. My stuff be coming off that joint so fast. I'm like, what's up, man? And look. Not only does it like not suck anymore, the mug is like hard. Like I can't
be all brittle.
Can't even mess with. Like, well, I gotta put some Vaseline on it to make it soft.
I put the suction cup I was like, I'm gonna break this glass. Like I'm like I feel like I'm gonna bust the glass, but I'm getting ready to dig my teeth into Chick-fil-A. Oh, Chick-fil-A sandwich. Oh my god. I would definitely stab somebody over
lemonade.
So anyway, as far as LR Brett, I mean, I know you had LR Brett up there. Yeah. I don't really watch a whole lot of LR Bretts. I think I might start because I've been keeping guppies. But before I start watching other people heavy, I like to kind of do my own thing with it. So, and I've been doing really well. But now I'm at the point where I'm curious about other things, just their views. So I can't really talk on that. Like I said, Father Fish.
Brett has some, man. He's at every Aquashella slinging his plants, man. He's got some great stuff. So whatever you get out of those dirty algae filled tanks, small, large, no water change tanks, he's slinging that joint. Like he's like it's whatever. It's whatever. Like you can't argue with it. You cannot really.
I don't know. So here's my view on the water change thing. I can't go without doing a water. All right. So you got boys in your house, right? Teenagers, right?
Not yet. Almost there. 1, 5, 11.
All right. You ever been in a teenager's room, a teenage boy's room that had the window closed and the door closed, and you walk in their room and you get hit with that funk?
Oh yeah, little boy funk. Yeah.
That just hitting puberty, that smell.
Bro.
I feel like not doing water changes while the water is, you know what I mean?
It get that little twinge, that little ting that hits you right.
Yo, you crack a window, get some air, get some fresh air in here. You know what I mean? That's how I think of water changes.
You gotta get the potpourri and vacuum the pet odor joints.
You know what I mean? What's this sock? Bang, 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 bang. Why I can hit somebody with it?
Hey, you know what I mean? Give me my sock back. That's crunchy. I'm using it later.
So that's how I think of water changes. I think I do 50% water changes regularly. And the only reason why I don't go to 80% is because I'm too impatient to wait for that extra 30%. But I had no problem doing a 50% water change every week. You know what I mean? I feel like that fresh water is just like opening your window in a nasty, muggy room. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about
Well, I tell you what. Before the whole, you can look a lot of stuff up on YouTube, and people just really follow what Petco and PetSmart and those places were telling you. You got your 10-gallon with your 10-gallon sponge filter, or your 10-gallon hang on the back filter, or you get your little basic setup, and that's how you kept your fish. You know, you don't know that you can overfiltrate, and that would help move water better and oxygenate the tank better and clean the tank more regular, so that you didn't have to do so many whatever. Now we're all the way up to you don't never have to do it, or with the right this you have to do it, or sometimes you have to do it, or if you forget to do it, it's okay. Your fish can last for a whole week without doing it. Like, let me
pose this question to you. So if we're doing natural, right? If we're doing natural, wouldn't you say it's natural for water to be changed out in the wild? If it's a river fish, that water is being changed out on a regular basis.
Water definitely is moving. It's moving.
You know, if it's a lake or a river or a pond being fed by a stream, an underground spring, it's being changed out. Rain.
Are we keeping trout and salmon? Because they go upstream. Like, they definitely move around. They swim away.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So there's water changes
they say
going
betta
on.
Are found in rice paddy, muddy water. Like, you trying to keep your betta fish clean those, as possible. And
those get water changes when it rains. You know what I'm saying? So never doing a water change, I don't see how that's very natural. Mm-hmm. And like I said, man, Lou's been doing this a long time. I would listen to what he says when he says it. But if you didn't know him, I could see where people would probably be kind of like taken back, like, you know, with the little laugh and stuff like that. But that's because he's confident in himself and what he does. And I think for Lou's tanks, that's the only way Lou should ever do it. You're an
old fish keeper. You've been keeping fish longer than a lot of people have been alive.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be confident in yourself? Why wouldn't you know?
I don't think Lou should do a tank any other way. Me personally, I've done the deep substrate. I've done planet tanks. I would rather do excess of biological filtration than to do that whole other stuff and large water changes and all that other stuff. You know, or even water changes at all, you know. This reminds me of
minnows and stuff. I would just like to say that I think we got mad respect for all four of the gentlemen that I put on the thumbnail.
Word.
They are all in the hobby for a reason. They have been in the hobby as long as they've had, with the subscribers and the success that they've had, for a reason. All right. So, not here to bash on anybody's parade or anything like that, but for some reason, these people have multiple tanks that are doing really well, that they're sharing with the public in a public forum on their own personal channels.
Yes, sir.
You can watch all of them and decide which way is right for you. You can 100. Watch none of them and do your own way and still be perfectly right in everything that you're doing.
Yeah. I could see where some of these titles though and videos, I don't rock with them. You know what I mean? I definitely understand them. I could follow along with Lou when he talks. It's just not my style. And that's the thing. A lot of first time or beginner fish keepers, their idea of what a fish tank isn't full of plants. And that don't make them wrong. You know what I'm saying? I could not go. I would have a mental and emotional breakdown if I never did a water change. Because all I do, I got my TV here. I got a 75 like off to the left of it. I would just do this the whole time. And just look at my tank and just not feel comfortable until I did a water change. Because I feel like they live in stagnant water. It's not planet tank. So essentially, yes, it is stagnant water. So I have to do a water change, but I'm not willing, prepared, or even care about packing it full of plants. I'm not gonna do it. Don't want to. Never will. What's that?
Oh, I'm just dinging the bell for everybody that's saying something I feel like is correct. Fish Tank Frank, you can watch and still do it your way. Gets a ding. Cichlid Savvy, you take one method and tell everyone to do it that way, you fundamentally don't understand the dynamics of fish keeping.
Word!
Ding, 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 ding.
Cichlid Savvy. I like it. Savvy. It's all about the
accumulation of M&M candies. OG reference.
Word up. You know what I'm saying? Because Lumpy Dog.
Lumpy Dog.
I miss Lumpy Dog, man.
All right, man. So this was just the intro. Are you ready for the Titans? They have all made it in. We've got John back there. Caveman. It's time, man. They told me to go on for an hour till they all get in. We're ready to put them up. Let's get this guy out of here. No. Hey, man, I was mad trolling you guys, straight up. I was trolling. I went on John's live stream, and I was like, I think he should give me my $5 super back for that. Because I put on there, I said, yo, you, Caveman, Other Fish, LRB, on my channel, Monday Night Debate. He was like, Drew, you're my friend for now. But he said not gonna happen. He said he wants to be done with it. He said it'll never be a debate. He got on his video and said that those guys were completely 100% right because that's what they do.
That's what they do. Exactly.
They do.
Yep.
It's working for them. It has to be right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can he not do any water changes in his Oscar Beischer tank? He says no. I would be apt to agree with him.
Yeah.
Can he keep plants and all of that stuff in his Beischer Oscar tank? He says no. He says all they're going to do is turn it into a play thing. They're going to be spitting it back and forth like a volleyball.
Yeah.
He says no.
Yeah.
So he has to do what he has to do.
And a lot of these viewers that view these videos, they really need to, also. I think you know me. If a fish dies, I'm on to the next one. I'm like, what else can I learn from? You know what I mean? So I've done a lot of different tanks, a lot of different ways, and I think some of these people get stuck on one person and think that person is gonna take me all the way to the top as far as my fish keeping hobby goes, and never try other things to know. Okay, yeah, he's saying this about this particular type of aquarium, but he's not. He's this is a whole different subject. You know what I mean? No dead fish. Oh, dead fish. Yeah, dead fish is
It happens.
Yeah.
You know what? My student lost her angel, and the one that came on the live. Because remember, I was asking you, she was talking about how it was laying on its side and it was trying to get, and you said you've never had it.
I've never had one come back.
Back from that.
Yeah.
Ended up dying, and she just felt so I said, listen, it's your first fish death, okay? Please do not let this kick you out of the hobby, okay? It happens. It's going to happen again, all right? You're doing the things that you're not overfeeding. You've been cleaning out. You've been doing the things you've been doing. Equal plant food.
Hey, if they little enough, yes, they are. If they little enough, they add to the biological food.
It's the great circle of life. Mufasa told you guys that. Mufasa told you that. Simba, we eat the antelope. The antelope eat the grass. And when we die, we become the grass. So there we are in the great circle of life.
Mufasa.
What about that big shadowy place over there? Never go over there.
Don't go over there.
Hey, Nala, let's go over there.
Smack kid. No.
Gina, you're late to the party, Gina.
Damn!
Damn, Gina.
Yeah, Aquafunk he talked bad about Danny again and made him leave.
No.
Yeah.
Look, but
he
Danny's
said
passionate.
he came here to talk water changes. He didn't come here to talk about drama, about more drama. I'm out of here.
You didn't look at the thumbnail? That thumbnail was drama. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that was my thumbnail. Gina, hey, I found another Asian supermarket we can go into and see what kind of dirt we can find in there. It's right across the street from the one that they closed down.
What are you talking about, dirt?
Man, we're trying to figure out what they selling up in that joint. Man, they be having some regular fish in there sometimes. We're trying to see if we can get this tanks to tables restaurant really popping off. We're just gonna see if they got some red shoulder cichlids in there for sale. Maybe they got some blue sapphires. What up, Looney Tunes? We're gonna go ahead and make us some good old-fashioned freshwater gumbo.
I think isn't gumbo from freshwater though?
No, it's well.
What do
you
you
don't really
put?
You no, it's more it's seafood. It's crawfish.
But I always thought it was like crawdad.
Crab. Yeah, crawdads. But you also put crab in there. Well, it's mostly it's okra. I
don't eat okra.
You would in the gumbo.
I would.
Well, you wouldn't do it in the gumbo. You don't eat stuff together, and that's all gumbo is, man. You would be taking the okra out and piecing.
Yeah, I was flicking them off. Be like, yo, I be doing that where Mida makes this stuff called pollo guisado, right?
Boy hooey.
Pollo guisado. It's the best way I could explain it.
It's like la leche tigre and le put pantalones.
So she'll put carrots and stuff in there, and when she fixes me a plate, she always picks out the carrots because I don't need them.
You ain't never had fried okra from Church's Chicken?
I never had okra from anywhere.
You can have it two times. You can have it two different ways. You can have it boiled and you can have it fried. If you have it boiled, it's super slimy.
It look weird.
It climbs down your throat like an octopus.
Yeah, I ain't trying to have something move down my. Nah, it just looks weird. I can't. It looks weird.
Not fried. Fried is great.
But I know what's underneath it, though. I know what's underneath that crust. It still look weird. It just look weird with fried with breading over top of it.
You just throw hot sauce on it and eat the breading.
What's the point in eating anything if you have to hide what it tastes like? I don't. That's what I've never understood about people with their hot sauce. But like, you can. It tastes good if you put hot sauce on it. So why don't you just eat hot sauce? Leave that other stuff out. You know what I mean? If all you want is hot sauce, then just eat hot sauce.
No, man, you put it's just a little spice. It's not to hide the taste.
No, everybody always tell me, you put a lot of hot, you can't even taste that part of it. Well, then don't put that part of it in it. Like, I don't know. Funk, you look weird, but we still deal with you. Who said that, Gina? Damn, Gina.
Damn, Gina.
I look scrumdiddlyumpty.
Oh, is that picked or picked Oprah? I said Oprah. Pickled, yeah, pickle Oprah.
Pickled Oprah?
Did you pickle Oprah? Dun, 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 dun.
Oh man. But
it's describing the funk because you don't eat okra.
Well, what other things you would say? I mean, there's a lot of things I don't eat. A lot. I don't know. Can you eat okra raw?
Yeah.
Most vegetables I've learned taste way better raw. When you cook it, it makes it bland and all kind of taste the same. Like I can eat peppers raw. Don't put no onions and peppers on anything I eat. You know how people like making onions and peppers with stuff and then putting it on sausage? Don't put that on because it messes everything up.
You don't like sauteed onions, mushrooms, and peppers?
I could do sauteed onions, but peppers, ew. But give me a fresh green pepper, crunch it up.
I can't eat
carrots. I can eat carrots raw. I can eat a salad. But when you cook this stuff, it feels mushy in your mouth.
Dude, you like from the seasoning capital. 2 of them. You from
But that's just sazon and adobo. That's just 2 seasonings. Sazon and adobo.
Who?
It's seasonings that Puerto Ricans use. Adobo and sazon.
Where do you find these ladies at?
At the club. At the script club.
I'm looking for a bobo.
Adobo and sazon.
I've got adobo in my closet right now. I put that on ramen noodle any time of the day.
Adobo, you know what?
It's so good.
It's like crack. You put adobo on anything and it tastes good. I sprinkle adobo on my crack.
That adobo is fire.
Sprinkle.
It highly depends on the way you cook it. You probably just eat like canned veggies or something nasty like that.
No, it's a texture. A lot of it's the texture.
Stuffed peppers fire.
Yeah, I can't eat stuffed peppers. A lot of it's the texture of cooked vegetables. But it has a strange flavor after it's cooked. I like it. I like zesty, and a lot of these vegetables taste more zesty raw. You know what I'm saying? Like green beans, I can eat raw all day.
It explains zesty. Zesty explains a lot why you like zesty. Now we get it. We get it. We got you.
At one point, you was wearing that word out, right? I remember that. Being zesty.
Zesty as hell. It's whatever the students are using for that week. I just end up wearing that.
Oh, that's where you get the words from, the kids?
Oh, man, the kids. And look, as soon as I start using it, they be like, man, we don't even say that no more. Well, what are you saying? We're not going to tell you because you're just going to keep saying it. And
whatever you say, you done mess everything up. You make everything uncool, Mr. Clark. You the uncoolinator.
Oh, my God. All right, did we put this thing to bed yet, man? Is it done?
I don't know.
Or do you think people are going to just keep going back on YouTube talking water change this, water
change I think over the time that I've been on YouTube, I think this is just gonna fizzle away and it'll pop up again. And when it pops up again, it'll be a whole new group of people who think they're gonna be the first ones who notices it.
That's what happens.
It's like a cycle.
Everybody thinks they're onto something new in this house.
Yeah, and there's nothing new. There's nothing new about anything.
Until there's something new.
I can't think of anything
new. It's gotta be something new.
No, I mean, let's be real. We've kind of exhausted all the possibilities when it comes to keeping aquariums. There's nothing new. It's just what's going to be the new trend that was the old trend that the new people don't know about. You know what I mean? Like a new batch of people will come into the live streams that just started the hobby like 2 years ago, and then somebody will bring up a subject from 3 years ago, and then they'll take off with it. You know what I mean? A lot of things I hear people complain about and fuss about, this is like the third time I've heard it. You know, it's just kind of like a circle, you know?
For those of you new people that are coming in that were looking for John and Father Fish and Caveman Aquatics and LRB, you missed them. So go ahead and watch the replay, and you got to find them earlier they just left. They had to go to they past their bedtime.
They had to leave because it was getting too heated.
Yeah, so they let us. We're gonna finish part 2 next Monday, so make sure you show up early.
But they might. I don't know. You gonna let them on the way they was acting?
I don't know, man. They was going kind of crazy, man. It was a whole bunch of curse. I had to ding a couple of bells and put a public.
But the part that tripped me out is when Father Fish picked up the chair and started talking like Macho Man Randy Savage and hit his own phone.
That's right. Yeah. He was on some. Listen here, brother. Water changes are not necessary. Oh. Yeah, I don't.
He picked up a metal chair and bust his own phone, and then that was the end. He was out. And then LR Brett started freestyle rapping, dissing Caveman and John. He was good though.
Crazy. It's crazy. All earlier in this video right here.
Started trying to battle rap people.
Yeah, it was nuts. Then we started talking about if Funk likes cheese or peanut butter. We tried to calm everybody down.
Cheese and peanut butter? No. That's a weird combination. I will not eat cheese and peanut butter.
No, cheese or peanut butter. Next he's going to tell us he doesn't like cheese or peanut butter.
I like both in the right circumstances.
There it is.
Yeah, you just can't put peanut butter. People who put peanut butter and bananas together, y'all are sick and y'all need psychological help. A sandwich with bananas and peanut butter in it. Y'all
peanut butter and celery, peanut butter and carrots.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Well, that's just regular.
Yeah.
Can of sardines with onion, tomato, cilantro, and jalapeno. I would try it every day.
That's nasty.
I would try it. So are we changing water or not?
Whatever
works that's been working. If you've been killing fish, not changing water, maybe change your water.
If you ask me, my opinion,
trying to kill your fish. Do the opposite of that.
This is what I would say to somebody who said, should I do water changes, should I not? I would say, yes, do water changes, because this is how I feel about water changes. But there are ways that you can, because the water changes, let's be real, water changes are only for nitrates only. You should be having, not overfeeding your tank. You should have a well-balanced biological filtration to take care of your ammonium nitrate. So the only thing left is nitrate, right? So if you don't want nitrate, you have to do water changes or put something in your tank that removes nitrate, and that means an incredible amount of plants. Let's be real. Just having a couple plants in your tank is not going to get rid of your nitrates by itself. You have to have a lot of dang on plants in there. All right? So that's what I would tell them. What type of tank do you want? Do you want a tank full of plants or not? No plants? Do water changes. A lot of plants? You'd probably be all right.
Chelsky says, did the quiz on your fish room tour vid go away? No. Actually, just you reminded me, I definitely still have the question in tow. Let's start with that next week. Thank you, Toski. I'm about to write that down. We'll start with that next week. We also have to write down are we up to our lunch menu, you guys, and our tanks for tables? Are we on to dinner? Somebody let me know. We're gonna finish that, and we're gonna create our own restaurant.
3D printer fish keeper
is on to something. The 3D printer fish keepers are on to something.
So he just gonna make fish with 3D printer?
Yeah.
I can go to the store and just get a whole bunch of fisher lures and throw them in the tank.
Hey, everybody, start feeding your fish, and here's why. I love it.
Yep. Overfeeding your fish, and here's why. Would there be a good reason to overfeed your fish? The only reason I can think of is if you're trying to grow them out because they're fried, or you got
that'll be dope, because it'll go into like the different type of fish food. Like, do you want super color, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's a reason to overfeed. You know, you want bigger fish faster.
Yeah, that's the only reason. And then guess what happens when you overfeed your fish for to hurry up and power feed them so they can grow? You gotta do water change.
And then we back to it.
So, I mean, for the average fish keeper, I would say water changes, definitely.
Next debate will be clean filter with tap or tank water. Ooh.
You want to know something? Here, check it out, y'all. Check it out. Back in 2000, when I started, it's a true story, and I ain't afraid to say it. You know what I mean? I was the reptile manager at a pet store, but because I had to do fish because people was like, I want this fish, and I was the only one there. I had to learn fish. So people would ask me my advice, and I wasn't that versed on in fact, I didn't even know what the heck the beneficial bacteria was. They would come in and say, I started my tank, and now it's cloudy. And I was like, oh, you need to clean out your filter. Take it to the sink. Wash it out really good. You know what I'm saying? So you know how many people I told to take they for the sole purpose of using chlorinated water to get rid of all that bad, nasty bacteria. I told so many people to wash their filters out with chlorinated water because you don't want none of that bad, nasty bacteria. Because I didn't know there was a such thing as beneficial bacteria. There's hundreds of people that are cussing me out right now. They came across my channel. I remember him. He don't know what he's talking about. Click. Swipe. What you doing? Looking like
nothing. Lady Shimmy Shimmy, Garcia's Lady Shimmy Shimmy is making stickers. If you want stickers made, send your logo to GarciaAquatics@gmail.com. That's GarciaAquatics@gmail.com and get your stickers made by Lady Shimmy Shimmy. This subtle flex.
I think Garcia's on to something though, only having big tanks. He said he's gonna kind of break down the smaller tanks and only have big tanks. I feel like, yeah, I feel like that's a very
that's Garcia's wheelhouse right there.
I think that's I think that's wise of him to realize about, like, do I really care about these tanks or am I just curious? You know what I mean? Maybe have one small tank, 120 long, and you can keep a fish in it for a year and then go, okay, on to the next one. Have one tank set aside for exploration.
Vibe says he's received his Lady Shimmy Shimmy stickers. I'm gonna get me some stickers done by Lady Shimmy Shimmy too, because I need them to go out straight up. But yeah, I do think so too. Look, I just put up 3 new tanks and I'm already wanting to downsize. It's just too much. I don't like it. I mean, I'm doing these guppies for the LFSs around here, but I haven't even. I mean, they of course they have babies, right? But I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. It's little tanks for me. I just don't like a lot of little tanks.
Yeah, but I also like to experiment. So I'll do a little tank for a little while, then give the fish away.
I don't
like if somebody was to ever diss my channel, they would diss it on that. They were like, "How come you don't keep fish long enough?" Like, because I like to, I mean, if I had a whole lot of space, then I would probably keep them all. But I don't have a lot of space, and there are other interests I have. So, in 1997, let me stop. 40 Mbunas.
That would be Mbuna. You don't put M and B together. Mbuna. That's not it.
It's saying right there.
Mbuna.
Mbuna.
It's definitely Mbuna.
There ain't no E in front of there.
Since when does an EM have to mean M when it's just a regular M? So regular M don't mean M?
That's what Slim Shady
You don't say EM.
They say Mbuna. Look, my teacher said to sound it out. And guess what I see? Mbuna. Mbuna. Don't blame me. That's your profession right there. Y'all need to work on your stuff.
Hold on. Hey, look, I'm not responsible for the Florida education or the New York education.
Brooklyn, yeah. But no, that's but that's what if you was teaching
it's like 50 of y'all in a classroom. Half of y'all speak Spanish, some of y'all English. The teachers probably lost their mind in there. And what teacher is in there telling you all about Mbuna?
They would just tell me to sound it out because it was like there's no A at the end of store. Like there is store. FONE phone.
The PH is an F sound.
It's not pone. Oh, that make a whole nother sound. It make the F sound. You know what else make the F sound? F.
No, Garcia, I'm a head out pretty soon, man. Hey, Siglet Savvy, since you just jumped in here, man, let me tell you what we've been doing. So I'm making a restaurant since I've been on my Chef Ramsay Hell's Kitchen tyrant, right? So we're turning our knives to our freshwater companions. All right, we're done with the seafood. We've eaten all the seafood. Okay, in the saltwater realm.
We got shrimp gumbo, shrimp kebab,
Now,
shrimp.
I noticed that you have a red belly pacu, shovel-nosed cat, and an Oscar all ready to be prepared in a béarnaise sauce. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna add that with some ricotta.
Watch Hell's Kitchen a couple times. You say ricotta. This is me on a plate. I hate when they say that, man. I'd be like, shut up, you on a plate.
That's what he says. He says
everybody say that. This is me on a plate.
He says, give me your signature dish. I want to see you on a plate. Yes?
It's just they wear that term out, bro. Everybody put themselves, this is me on a plate. You want to know the best part of that? Honestly, the best challenge is the blindfold challenge. Is the best challenge in Hell's Kitchen.
Where they got to test their palate. Yes? Yeah. That's a nice hat. Yes? Yeah. Right.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's how Chef Ramsay talks, man. He said yes at the end of everything. He's like, we're having a good service. Yes?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The risotto is not supposed to stick. Yes? This is what it's supposed to be.
Next YouTube controversy. How do you say Mbuna?
Mbuna.
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 How you know?
Because
how you know? That's what I'm saying. How you know?
Okay, this is how I know, because I'm a teacher.
Y'all the same ones that told me to sound it out.
Every time you say you're a teacher, it's always negative. This is where it works for me. Say it how I just taught you to say it.
Teachers told me how to pronounce, sound it out. So
no, fool. I just told you.
You my teacher?
Yes, I am.
You
right now.
My teacher?
Yes,
I am. You're not. Your name is Fishy Biz. And I know way too much about your personal life.
Raise your hand if you're a teacher on YouTube.
I'll raise.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mbuna.
You want me to raise?
You get that finger out of here.
It's Mbuna. You ever been to Africa?
How does he know? Because we have Malawi Aquatics here in St. Louis. LOL. That's right.
Have you ever been to Africa?
Gina.
Damn, Gina.
Damn right, Gina.
But I'm saying, how do you know they're not saying Mbuna in Africa?
How do you?
I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that they know how to spell.
Give somebody the benefit of the doubt when it helps you. What if they're saying it just like me? Then what? Then where you going? What are you going to next?
They got more class than that.
They're saying it the way I'm saying it. Yes.
How do you know? You the one that told me it was wrong. I didn't tell you you was wrong.
Because the word is Mbuna, yes?
No. Mbuna. There ain't no E in front of there. Mbuna.
The E is silent, yes?
There's no E. So yeah, it's silent as most. There's no E. It don't get more silent than not being there.
The E had to get the hell out of there. It's silent anyway. The E is silent, yes?
You got me out here cussing, man.
Anyway, hey, everybody. How we going to eat Sickle Savvy's red belly pacu? I'm sure he's had it for a while. He hate to see it go, but we're eating that joker. What we eating it with? Somebody give me something gourmet real quick before we get out of it. He has a 12-foot pleco. Well, how we eating that?
That's pleco.
12-inch. 12-inch pleco.
It's pleco.
Pleco.
It's pleco. And they call
say the whole word.
Betas and plecos.
No, say the whole. It's not pleco. Say the whole word.
Mooses.
It's not pleco optimus. It's not that.
Mouses.
It's mooses,
gooses, fishes.
What an idiot!
You're a terrible teacher.
You're dumb.
You need to go back to. You need to go back to teaching school. That's go back to teaching school.
Hey, so is it fish or fishes?
Fishes.
Man, why are we putting the S on fish?
Because there's two of them. Plural.
One fish, two fish. One deer, two deer.
Deer.
Same thing. There's no S.
It's plural. There's two. You don't know that? Where your diploma at?
Dude, it's 2 deer also. You don't say 2 deers.
I do.
You don't say 3 octopuses. You don't say that.
Yes, the heck I do's.
It's who does that? You does?
I do that.
What an idiot. What's wrong with you? Yes, I do's. Okay, all right. If there are 2 consonants in a row, the next vowel does the talking. But I also think it's English versus African language thing.
Yeah.
What's up? See, Amanda must be a teacher also. What's up, Amanda? What do you
sound
do?
like a better teacher than you, though. I'm just
first of all, listen. You watch your mouth. You shut your mouth.
Like you know something for real.
You shut your mouth.
Some real educated stuff.
Oh, he tricking people. All right, so now go.
Nagara, Nindui, Nimbinji, Nimbuna. Go. At the end. But it's like, go! Because it got a thing at the back.
He's yelling at us to say this, right?
Yeah.
All right, so
Nagara, Nindimwi, Nimbinji, Nimbuna, go! At the end, it got a posture. You gotta really emphasize that word because at the back. Go ahead.
Nagara, Ndiwi, Mbinji, Mbuna.
Did you say Mbinji or Mbinji? Because there's an M right there. Mbinji.
I said it.
Said what?
You said M. You said Mbinji Mbuna the right way. I don't want to hear it.
Mbuna. Mbinji Mbuna.
How you been saying it?
Mbinji Mbuna. Man, you racist. You don't even understand my accent. You think all my words come out the same? Think I talk funny.
What?
Learn American. Actually.
Damn it, Bunny Viper. I was always told it was octopi. Octopus is a Greek word, not Latin. So we use the... Damn it.
Thank you, Bunny.
Uh-oh.
With venom. I probably should have mentioned this earlier. I'm poison.
Never go against the grain, Bunny Viper. You always side with the host of the show. I ought to put you in timeout.
Sorry, y'all.
There it is. There we go, Sickle Savvy. Hey, friend of the show. Hey, you're welcome back anytime, Sickle Savvy, man. I appreciate it. That's right.
I don't like you no more, man.
Nah, forget that. Look, Money Viper, nah, it's too late to say you're sorry. Look, I'm taking your drop out of there, and I'm putting one in for Sickle Savvy. Can't wait to find one for you. It's going to be a nice drop.
Sickle Savvy, I thought we was cool, man. I was over here. I was about to go check out your channel. I think I'm already subbed to him, though. I'm unsubbed, though.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Octopuses. If it was octopus, I'd have been saying that forever.
Octopuses.
I'd have said that like
I've been saying it forever since I was 2 years old.
Regular talk, like with adults and everything.
Ever since I was 2 years old.
Oh, I was fishing the other day, and I'm got 2 octopuses out of there. Them some nice pussies, let me tell you.
Yeah.
You can't go around saying that.
I did. You want to know? I owed my aunt when I was a kid. She's not there.
Oh man, Amanda, student of Canada with indigenous background, PhD, really interested in fish and how people care for fish, and you two are doing it right.
By calling them fishes.
What's IMO? Is that in my opinion? Yeah, that's what it must be. Well, thank you, Amanda. Hey, and I'm glad you came on out, man. Thank you so much for your support. Definitely, man. I'm here 9 p.m. most Mondays, if I'm not like with the kids or whatever. But yeah, man, we try to bring you good quality live stream right here on the Fishy Biz Aquatics channel right here. That's Aquafunk. He hopefully won't be here anymore. He sometimes just pops in. You guys coming to the salt side? LOL. You're thinking about getting the salt, aren't you?
Yeah.
I
want to get those long thin clownses. So Amanda's a fishiologist?
For fish, not fishes.
A fishiologist.
Dude.
Yo, you want to know what's funny? Listen. So I didn't know how to answer this comment. Somebody left a comment in one of, and obviously they were like the first time to my channel, because in the video I said something about fishiologist. I know good and well it's ichthyologist, but I like saying fishiologist. And they felt the need to correct me, but like they were serious, like they were helping me out. And I wanted to be like, I just gave him a thumbs up. Like I didn't want to be like, yo, like serious, bro. Like you really think I think it's called a fishiologist? But okay.
I believe that's an itchiologist.
Ichthyologist. Look.
What you feel deep down in the front of your pants loins.
Itchiologist?
Itchiologist.
You're a student of all things itchy. But I like saying fishiologist. It's just better. I don't know why they didn't say that instead. Yeah, see, Lady R knows what I'm talking about. It just sounds cooler. Like, dude, who you want to walk into and be like, yeah, I'm an ichthyologist. People are like, what? You an ologist and icky? Like, ill. You know what I'm saying? But if you say you're a fishiologist, they'd be like, oh, okay, I'm with you.
Not all the smart people. They'd be like, look at this idiot. He doesn't even know it's ichthyologist.
I'm going to have to leave a comment on one of his videos.
I'm an expert on all things fishy. Oh, yeah? Wait, Doc, take a gander in between these legs.
So, Aqua Garden Zen, I actually started out in saltwater. My biggest problem with saltwater is all the fish that I like need very, very large tanks. I like the big predatory saltwater fish. And I that's why I don't have saltwater. I want me a queen trigger. I like the big old groupers. I like the triggers. I like the big eels. So
you like the groupers?
Groupers, yeah. They got freshwater groupers, man. They got the saddleback grouper. I had a bumblebee grouper. That stuff was like this big, bro. Like it would tear the tank up. There'd be water everywhere. I'm not big on corals because I mess with the tank too much. If someone said they were a fishiologist, I think I'd be.
They're full of S. But I need some ointment from my itchiologist.
Itchiologist.
Hey, you got a good itchiologist?
I
need some pills or a salve. Or
can you recommend a good itchiologist? I got issues. I really need to see me an itchiologist.
Been itching this thing for months over here.
Bro.
Hey. Let me get some of that salve for that cream for my itch over there.
Hey, no lie though, when I was in basic training in Georgia, they used to have us crawl through the mud, and that Georgia clay, sandy kind of thing would get in all the nooks and crannies. And then we'd have to run like 5 miles back to the barracks. Yeah, so best believe Vaseline was in full effect. Everybody with no shame in their game, just looking you right in your face, just handfuls, just wham. Everybody, and you didn't make that face because you was doing it too, and you knew, because you put sand up in your crack and then run 5 miles, wet sand at that, so it's sticky.
You purposely put it in your crack?
That's we had to do training. in Georgia, they have this red clay stuff, and it's kind of like a red sandy stuff. It's gritty.
It's just like Oklahoma red dirt, right?
Yeah, it's gritty. So they would have like puddles, and we'd have to like low crawl or high crawl or fall, jump, do all kinds of stuff and all this watery stuff. And then we would have to run 5 miles back to the barracks, wet with all this grit everywhere. So yeah, we got back to the barracks. Everybody was had their Vaseline in full effect, with no shame in their game. Like, yo, I don't even care what you think of me. This Vaseline going plop, plop.
You do all of that and won't eat none of your food together.
I don't eat Vaseline or Nooks and Crannies.
Yeah, you shove it down your hole. Listen, the point I'm trying to make is why
you like raw heinies? You like your heiny to be raw and irritated?
I've never experienced raw and irritated.
Well, once you have, you will be okay with telling people that you put Vaseline all up in it. Let it happen to you one time. You'd be like, yes, sir, I did it. And I'll do it again if need be. With a straight face.
You're an interesting individual.
I remember Liz from King and Queen
sounds like a special time.
She called me eccentric. I was like, didn't nobody ever call me? No, was it eccentric? Yeah, eccentric. I was like, I don't think anybody's ever called me that before.
Everybody's looking for orange vein eggs.
Orange vein eggs?
These here.
That sounds nasty.
So apparently Dubs, either he agrees with having an itchy ass like you, or he has orange vein eggs. I haven't figured it out yet. Which one? He said I do.
If your eggs got orange veins on it, you will pass Vaseline. I'm just
clarify, Dubs. What do you have? Itchy ass that in need of a vat of Vaseline, or do you have?
Hey, if you got orange eggs, it's time for you to find an itchyologist.
Lubed up Georgians. Georgians. What do you call
them? Georginians.
Yeah. Georgians.
Georginians.
Is it Georginians? Because that does not look like that's how that sounds.
That's what it should be.
Georgians. It's Georgians.
I'm gonna say Georginians.
Oh my God! What's wrong with you? You just do words just the way you want to do words. Hey yo! I'm just changed words. I know that's how you say it correctly, but I'm just gonna say it my way. Georginians.
I'm gonna do words.
I'm just gonna say words.
Say whatever comes to mind. Whatever falls out my mouth is what is out there to eat.
You could always try soap while you're over there lubing your ass up with Vaseline.
Yo, when you coming into the barracks after 5 miles running with that stuff, just sound like you running with corduroys on, and it's your skin. You don't care about any of that stuff.
Why did you have to do this?
Because we was in the army, man.
But why would they do that to y'all? Like,
it was training.
Huh?
It was training. You think Charlie care about some sandy water? Charlie put a bayonet right in your butt. You better move through that water.
How many Charlies are there, and why are they always after everybody?
Charlie is the mythical dude who's trying to kill you. They're all Charlie. In
was
Vietnam, they were Charlie
Brown, and I was like, he can't even kick the football. So what are y'all worried about this guy for?
Yes!
They call us tampon.
I was that you in Tampa? I'm in Lakeland. I used to live in Tampa.
If you're actually interested in some anti-chafing cream or powder, there's baby powder, anti-monkey butt.
Anti-monkey butt.
I used to know this word. ShamWow.
She said ShamWow. She put a ShamWow up in there and boom. Soak up everything.
And a ShamWow. The most
soak up everything. Just stick a ShamWow up in your butt. You'll be alright.
Jockstrap cream out there. Vaseline is bad, is what it say. There's better options than Vaseline.
Hey, look, we was in the barracks. It's not like we can just go down to CVS. Whatever you had is what was going up in there. It's that simple. If I didn't, I would have put toothpaste if I couldn't find no Vaseline. I don't even care.
I think I could fast as heck with Vaseline. Think you could what fast as heck? Run? Get that itch out? Hey, Dubs, you got to stop talking in fragments, man. What's going on, man? Let me know what's going on.
I think Dubs is bouncing back from another stream and just forgetting.
I lived there 30 years.
They in Tampa now. They're in Washington.
So Funk used to be a tampon.
I ain't afraid to say it.
What a loser.
I've been to places that you only wish, brother.
Oh, a cami. Wait, is this a chamis? What? How do you say this word?
Where am I?
Is it a cami? No.
Chamos.
No, that's not. No.
Chamos.
That's not how you pronounce that.
Chamos.
It's actually the ShamWow. Is actually where the ShamWow comes from. I'm not that far off. There we go. Sickly, he's still a tampon.
Y'all a bunch of dishes.
Run. Hey, Dubs, man, what are you talking about?
You can run, yeah, because it makes you slide your butt.
Running. You're saying he could run.
Your inner thighs go faster.
How much Vaseline do y'all have out there? Like, what are we talking about here?
This is the army, baby.
What? Is that your answer for what?
What is the army? You have to be there to know. It's the army. You got Vaseline. Yo, I know people who do road marches in pantyhose, and yes, I've done it. Road marches, rucking.
Chammy. It's cami, right? It's a cami, right?
You still worried about this thing? Like it's really consuming you.
What?
This
because man, words that end with MOIS, man, don't end in moist. Or whatever, chamoy. You don't like
chamoys? I think Michael Jackson said that. Chamoy.
Oh my god.
But no, I've done road marches, ruck marches, with pantyhose on.
The French say chamois. Buckets of Vaseline.
Oh, yeah. Man, if I had a big old bucket, I'd just dip my butt in it. Bonk.
You gotta stop dipping your butt in things. Chamoy's animal used to be made out of actual skin.
Wait, hold on, what she said? That infantry boy is a kind
of a funky, funny
I forgot what his MOS was. What was your MOS?
What's his what now?
MOS is job title. That's the military. Your MOS is what
I can just say job title for us civilians, man. Don't be talking military talk on my civilian channel, man. What's up with
once you're in the military, you're always in the military.
You're not though. You're sitting right
take
here.
The boy out the military. You can't take the military out the boy.
Hey man, there's something wrong with you, man.
What?
You have yourself checked, man. Funk is going to the Clash. I'm gonna find the biggest container.
I wish I could go to the Clash. I wish I could go to the Keystone Clash. That's one place I really feel like I would really. I think I would have more fun at the Keystone Clash than at the Chub.
What's a chub rub? Is that what
you
we're
know
at?
What a chub rub is?
What are we back in? Is this
that's the whole?
That's in the front now, aren't we? We're in the front now.
Yeah, buddy.
Bunny Viper, you're nasty. Oh, nasty.
Yeah, buddy.
Bunny V's nasty. Look, it's the witching hour. We've been on so long. Uh-oh.
With venom. I probably should have mentioned this earlier. I'm poison.
How does that apply to Bunny Viper though? I don't understand that.
Her real name is Ivy.
Oh, okay. I got you. I figured. I see. All right. Okay. It makes sense now. Okay.
Yeah, chamoy is a thick chili sauce, but yeah, it's like a hot sauce. Everybody's like putting chamoy on everything now.
Chamoy. Chamoy. You gotta say it like that?
He said he was in communications.
Oh, you was just a little combo geek. Little thing on your ears. Little man pack. They still had to wind up there. Big old Nokia brick phones. Holding communications.
Oh, that's cool. Indigenous studies is my formal study, but I'm really interested in how we interact with fish harvesting and also how we keep and conserve. Man, she's on a whole nother level. We just lonely fish keepers. We keep them in tanks at our houses.
Oh no, wait, indigenous. I think so. Look, okay. So let me. Y'all, you've heard of CARES, right? Have you ever heard of CARES, Amanda? Something you might want to look into. But I was a little kind of disappointed, and with CARES because I thought when you got into CARES, like a butterball turkey. All right, what are we talking about there?
You.
My butt?
Bunny said you're adorable, and Aqua Garden Zen said like a butterball turkey. Over the pants chub rubs are fun.
So listen, so CARES, they do this thing where they find, you get a list of fish that are endangered, highly endangered, and they give this list out, and they want fish keepers to keep these fish so that they don't disappear from the earth. Like you still have them in people's personal fish tanks. My thing is I felt like they could do more by releasing these fish back into the wild, but they don't do that. Some people say, oh, because once you keep them, then they're different types. Well, I mean, better than no type. What's that? We don't know.
Hey, Cichlid Save is rocking right now.
Word up. We can't even figure out whether we need the water changes or not.
Hell yeah. You get the
do we
good
put a filter on? Do we put aeration? Do we even put the fish in the water? We don't even know that. Yeah. Yeah, you can take a trip to Peru. What's the name of that? Gina, what's the name of his organization? It's so long. It's like this long. It's like Central American or South. I don't remember. Thank you, Bunny B. Yeah, if you could put the name so that Amanda could check it out, I think she'd enjoy that.
And Amanda, you can also go to the CARES project. So that's at www.cares.
Yeah, but see, that's what I was talking about. I felt like CARES should be able to, like, I tried to talk to somebody. I was never able to talk to anybody. So I really don't know how much they do. But yeah. Oh, and as far as harvesting also, Amanda, you can also check out my good friend. Her name is Jackie at Project Pariba or Paiba, however you want to pronounce it.
Piaba. Dum dum.
Man, you know that was gonna be the last time you try and correct my English.
It's
right?
obviously not, since you just say
it's
words.
It's gonna be the last time because I talk the way I want to.
You gotta say words the way the words.
You're not the boss of me,
man. You can't just say words the way you want to say words.
I didn't hear the words you said.
Oh my god.
But Project Pariba.
What the fuck? Hey, people are gonna try to look this up and not gonna Pariba. It's Piaba. Piaba, Piaba, Aba.
They study and try and help out indigenous people and the way they collect fish in a small scale to support their livelihood. And it's really cool, all the stuff that they do. So those are CARES and Project Pariba.
Oh, quick hint on my last video for So St. Louis Aquatics. That'll be one of the questions. How many CARES fish did the vice president of Mozzie have in his basement?
3.
What were they?
There was one this big.
Oh,
and then there was one that big.
All right, listen. It was great, you guys. It was one this big. Is that where we're at? That's where we're at. Hey, it's Scuba.
Ow! Scuba Steve, damn you!
Scuba Steve. Would you
Matter,
rather
baby.
eat a goat or a matter, baby?
What's the matter, baby? Hey, I said, what's the matter, baby? What?
It doesn't matter. Ignore funk speak.
Liquid Zoo, appreciate you. You rock. Yeah, check those out, man. I think you really enjoy that. If you don't already know. And also Dr. A's stuff. Somebody could put that out there too. I've never, because I know you laughing because he's a weird dude. You know what I'm saying?
First of all,
shut
up. I'm addressing the question first. This is my channel, all right?
But he's laughing at you.
Hey, Sickless Have a really appreciate it, man. This all we do is try to bring you the funny here on Fishy Biz Aquatics, man. Just so you're always welcome. You cool with me. I don't know about this guy. He might not be here again.
I mean, just look at him. How could you not laugh?
Wait, what? The dude don't even know how to say words. Like, he doesn't say words. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I say words. Oh, dude.
Talking to Scuba. Gina, are we gonna go to the Asian market this Sunday or what? What's up? We gotta go across the street. Lady Roars, Amanda, I would love to have you join a future live stream of mine discussing your interests regarding fish harvesting, cultivation, species preservation, etc. I would love to have you on here too, Amanda, and drop you right into the hot spot after you give us all that good information.
I think it's so cool that a lot of smaller channels are really the only. It's cool and sad at the same time. Smaller channels are really the only ones that try and highlight some of these people that are really trying to do stuff in the field. I really wish some of the bigger channels would do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't really highlight people doing stuff in the field. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I done changed my mind. I think I'm gonna quit my job and go to school to be an itchyologist.
Yeah, itchy one, huh?
An itchyologist.
You're already an expert at itching.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I will not say fishyologist no more. From now on every video when I'm talking about the profession of studying aquatic life, I'm saying itchyologist. See how many people have something to say about it.
Dude, there's something wrong, man. Somebody gonna do something to you, man. You gotta chill out. You can't just be running around just saying words and doing stuff whatever you want to do when you want to do it.
It's America. It's America. America. Hell yeah. I can do what I want. Do what I want, baby.
What up, George? What's cracking? They say, what's the matter, baby? And you say, nothing, baby.
Who you talking to, Steve? Steve, are you talking to Biz like that?
No, absolutely not. You're the one that said, what was the matter, baby? Anyway, that's
but
what
I think, but this is your,
that's what you asked. So we clearly saying
it's your show. It's your show. You
never bring it over here. You always want to bring it over here.
Let me talk first. It's my show.
First of all, don't never bring it over here. Okay, you're the one that read it out loud. You knew he was talking to you.
You talking to you, baby.
You're so needy.
Okay, here it is. The small child don't have time to
doing stuff in the field half the time. That makes a lot of sense.
What? The smaller channels?
The smallest channels don't have time to dedicate because they're actually doing stuff in the field half the time. When you said, I wish the bigger channels would.
No, highlight people like, Dr. A and Project Pariba.
Oh, you wish the bigger channels would highlight these?
Yes, cares. They don't really, do that. It's really more a smaller channel that showcase these organizations.
Well, it's almost like you said. You said you can only name one big tuber that has his hand on the pulse of the fish keeping hobby. Everybody else is taking off, and they've got their wings and they're flying on. Since you're itchyologist, can we get your ointment from you and do your shit?
I'm gonna come out with my own funky itchy funky cream. Itchy funky cream. That's what I'm coming out with.
Vaseline is the cure.
Hell yeah. And Vicks. I still don't understand how putting Vicks on the bottom of your feet do a damn thing. That's the weird thing.
Oh, what, the Vicks vapor rub on your feet?
Yeah, that don't make no sense. You got a cold? Put some vapor rub on your feet. Like, I get the chest thing because you can smell and it opens up your nose. But what the hell is putting Vicks on your feet gonna do? Except for
it closes up your bottom pores so it doesn't leak out, and then it just goes from there up.
There's a public school system teacher right here.
It's worth a Google. All right, sounds good, Gene. I'll call you. Bunny is trying to light everyone's fire over there. What's she? Hold on, Bunny. Is she at it? What is Bunny doing over there? Oh, Bunny rabbits. Oh.
With venom. I probably should have mentioned this earlier. I'm poison.
You know what? It's a good thing we ain't playing a drinking game for every time you put on that dang on clip. Because we'll be tore up.
Oh, maybe we should do that next week.
Every time you put on one of your clips, take a shot.
39.
I ain't even bothering reading no more. I ain't even kidding. I can't see.
Amanda says, love. She said, taking lots of screenshots. Thank you both. I do have 8 tanks, 39s to 5s.
Oh, you gonna take a? Hold on, wait. Hey, get ready to take a screenshot, Amanda. Hold on, wait. You ready? You ready, dude? Take a screenshot. Take the picture.
Nothing giant like you guys have. I'm also a long time on this channel. I've been watching you fishy for a year now. Oh man, no, long time. Thank you so much.
Oh, is that your quiet storm voice? Oh man!
Oh God! Thank you so much.
Running out the room.
Well, thank you for the love. I really appreciate it.
That's your quiet storm voice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching WKRW. Where you at?
Awesome. I need some help. I need to get. I gotta stop doing these shorts, man, and start getting into some stuff, man. I really want to get back into some vids. Now that my students are going to be leaving for the summer, I get a chance to not do so much on them and their stuff, which I just don't know if people like. I know that you all like it, but it just
that's the thing, man.
It just doesn't seem like it's. I feel like it should be bigger. You know what I'm saying? I can't help but feel like only my people just love the fact that my students are doing really well. It just doesn't seem like it's going on.
You gotta look, man. This is a whole separate subject. This is a whole separate live stream.
Yeah, you're right.
On what us as fish keepers enjoy and what YouTube knows people are looking for. Because I mean, let's be real. That algorithm thing, it watches people's habits. So if they're clicking off your video, it's not going to send it out. So, you know, or they're not even looking at the thumbnail. It's going to put it away. It's going to put it in the back. So unfortunately,
I probably need to work on a lot more stuff on my own. Like, man, maybe the thumbnail stuff, because usually when my students are doing something, I really got to catch them doing it. Like they were doing they were filling out a paper, a fish anatomy of the guppy, and they were putting the gill and anal fin and all of that stuff, and they were like helping each other. You know what I'm saying? And it was great. It was a great few minutes in teaching, and I recorded it, but I didn't put it up. Do I put like a dope thumbnail for that? Like, how? I feel like I lose the moment if I don't show you guys right then and there. You know?
Nah, you don't lose the moment.
Yeah,
It's better it's better to get that video tight than worry about, I gotta put it out right now.
Yeah, I mean, it ends up being a short, but I'm just saying, like, I really got to get some good. I want to get some good video.
Real fast, man. Being that the spirit of the live stream, Fish Savvy put out something right there. Do a video on overfeeding. How could you spin a video on overfeeding and not betray the fish? Like, don't harm the fish. Like, what would be the pros other than, I mean, really, I don't even think of one, and that's to grow it faster. That would be an interesting video. How would you make a video that's pro overfeeding and make it make sense? Because honestly, I'm over here, like, since I saw that a second ago, I'm over here like, how could I do that? Like, how would I go at that?
I believe he was just joking.
He probably was just joking, but it's something that, hey, like, wouldn't you click on a video that said you have to overfeed your fish or you're doing it wrong? You're starving them. Don't starve your fish.
Oh my God, Lady Roars, thank you for the motivation.
You know.
I really appreciate it. Right on. Oh my God! Look, I'm getting sleepy loopy.
Yeah, me too.
Here we go.
Yep.
Listen, everybody, thank you all for coming through. I totally trolled.
Hold on. You just said everybody?
Everybody, listen. I'm
totally saying something about how I talk.
For the new people that came in, sorry you got trolled by the thumbnail. For the people that are regularly in here, you already knew what it was, man. I'm so glad that you guys was rocking out with me. Thank you guys for staying in here for me so long and keeping this chat alive. You guys are the best chat on the internet, as usual. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys again on Monday night. Uncle Funk, say goodbye to the folks.
Be on the lookout for my overfeeding video. Y'all guys have really inspired me. Now, I know y'all might be joking, but I honestly, I've been watching what y'all been saying. I think it would be a cool video. I'm gonna put one out. Thank you.
This is not the time to promote yourself, man.
I'm promoting them because they're the ones that gave me the idea.
They're the ones that gave me the idea.
They're the consumers, man. You got to care about what they want. That's why you are the way you are, because you only care about yourself.
There's a whole problem. You have a whole problem with yourself.
You need to look in the mirror and make good choices.
Figure out where your words are when the real words need to be said. Shut up when I'm talking to you.
You ugly.